Salem was sleeping under a blanket of fog that night. The ocean breeze carried a sharp chill, and the distant church bells echoed through the narrow cobblestone streets. Among those old brick buildings stood St. Bridget's Parish, a church the locals spoke of only in whispers. They said, inside its confession booth, a nun still speaks, even though she died almost 20 years ago. That night, Emma Carter, a 30-year-old journalist, pushed open the church door. Her mother had passed away a few months earlier, and ever since, Emma had been having strange dreams, always ending with the same words. St. Bridget's, she's waiting. The church was empty. The smell of incense hung heavy in the air. The wooden pews lined up in silence, lit only by a few flickering candles. Then, from somewhere inside the shadows, a soft voice whispered, "You came, but you're late." Emma froze. She turned around. No one, only darkness. Her eyes caught the small wooden booth in the corner, the old confessional. Its door was slightly open. Dust floated in the dim light. She hesitated, then stepped inside. "Father," she said softly. And from the other side of the screen came a calm, low voice. "Speak, my child. What sin brings you here?" Emma's heart pounded. The church was supposed to be closed, but curiosity outweighed fear. "I lost my mother," she began. "Before she died, she said something strange. St. Bridget's, she's waiting. I need to know who she meant." Silence. Then that same voice replied, "You are not worthy to know the truth, Emma, just like your mother wasn't." Emma's breath caught. You knew my mother. I knew her very well. I killed her, right here, in this booth." Her body froze. The wind outside howled through the cracks, and the stained glass windows shivered. Emma tried to push open the door, but the handle wouldn't move. It was locked from the outside. A painting on the wall suddenly fell. She picked it up with trembling hands. A faded portrait of a young nun, her face blurred by time. Below it, written in red ink, "Sister Margaret died during confession, 1985. And then, from behind the booth's wooden wall, came a scratching noise, like nails dragging on wood. A whisper followed, so close she could feel its breath. "That man wasn't the devil. They made me one. They burned me alive." Emma's phone light flickered on, and there, between the wooden cracks, she saw something pale. A hand, charred, stiff, pressed against the wall from the inside. Emma screamed and stumbled backward, running toward the exit, but every door was sealed. The only light now came from the cross above the altar, glowing unnaturally bright. Then that same whisper, cold and steady. "You carry my blood, Emma. Your mother was my daughter." Her knees gave out. The cross fell from the wall and hit the floor with a heavy clang. Beneath it, a small metal box lay hidden. Inside was a dried rose and a note, yellow with age. It read, "Forgive me, Sister Margaret. I couldn't save you. Father Daniel, 1985. Tears filled Emma's eyes. The truth was horrifying. Her mother was the secret child of a priest and a nun. When their affair was discovered, Sister Margaret had been falsely accused of witchcraft and burned alive during confession. The church buried the scandal, but the curse remained. Thunder rolled outside. Emma tried to run again, but the confessional door creaked open by itself. Inside sat a woman in a white habit, her skin cracked, her eyes hollow, her face half burned. "You won't be free, Emma," she said slowly. "Not until they all know the truth." The candles blew out. Everything went silent. Next morning, police found Emma's car outside St. Bridget's Parish. The doors were locked from inside. No sign of Emma. Only one thing was written on the confessional wall. The truth was buried here in 1985. And it's still alive. To this day, every March night, locals say they see a faint light glowing through the confessional window. And if you listen closely, you can hear a voice whispering from within, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned."